Hello, everyone, and thanks for watching. And if you're getting this in this week's newsletter, thanks for reading the newsletter. So many of you pass the newsletter along to people who you think might benefit from it, and I really appreciate that. But I'm just glad that you're here, even if you don't pass it on. Thinking on this last wrap-up week of purpose and meaning, something I talk about all the time. I would say definitely I'm a broken record about this, but it's really the foundation. It's what it comes down to. And that is, you are going to find meaning and purpose if you're mindful about what you're doing with your time. And I know it sounds like something we hear all the time, but do we really stop to think about it? Even myself, I'm such a good planner, but I don't always follow my plan to a T. I, write these great plans, and some days the day goes by and I think, oh, I didn't, except for appointments that I have, all the other things in between didn't actually happen. So I'm always working on upping my level of commitment and follow through to the whole schedule, not just pieces and parts of it. And that's human to do. But I want to say to you, just having the schedule, having the plan, scheduling things in is going to assure that you have a way better chance of it actually happening. Because even though I don't get everything done that I put in my schedule, I get a lot done, and I know I wouldn't be if it wasn't part of my schedule, like setting appointments with myself. Remember that if we don't plan our time, something else comes in default. So you're living your life by default. Actually, that's not a great thought, is it? Things will fill up your time. So if you're not in control of that, then something or someone else is. And that's not the way to a meaningful and purposeful life for ourselves. So we have to get conscious first about what we want our days to contain. How do we create our best life experience? Because we are the ones in charge of that. No one else is. And it can seem hard, it can seem easy to say and hard, but it's hard to do, right? But it's a practice, and we have a whole life as long as we're here to practice it. So this week I challenge you to really pay attention at a higher level, become more aware of what you're doing with your time, and is it really what you want to do? So if you're at work, let's say 9 to 5, and that's your job, that's your working time. I know many of you, it could be longer than that, but I'm just going to use that as an example. Maybe you don't have a lot of choice about what you're doing with your time in between there, but you may have breaks. You may even be able to use your time within that 9 to 5 in different ways. And if this is you, that there may be a better way that serves you better, that suits your meaning and purpose. Even if you're working at a job you don't love, you can still fulfill your meaning and purpose there. It's just awareness, mindset, and willingness. Awareness, mindset, and willingness. So really think about this week. However, even if you told me that 9 to 5, nope, there's no way, I can't have any choice about how I do it, which that's not true now, right? Because it's your mindset. It's the one thing you do have control over. You do have the bookends of your day, what you do, what time you get up in the morning, what you do between then and work time. And you have, if you're driving in the car, you get to choose what's meaningful and purposeful for you to listen to, what adds value to your life, what are you doing on the way home, and from the end of work time until bedtime. These are chunks of time that we can, even if we can't get it all, there are some pieces you can get for yourself, and you can make decisions. It's so easy to just be by default, to just do things the way that we always have. But if you're starting to think more about meaning this month, which I hope you are, and more about your purpose, being aware, conscious, willing to explore these things is going to get you somewhere. Don't be in any hurry. Just keep playing with this idea. Keep becoming more aware. There's no destination to get to. There's just another level and another level and another level. And we're lucky to be here to be able to experiment with that. So just be really conscious of your time. It's so important what you're saying yes to, what you're saying no to. You know, every choice lets something else in. Make sure it's what you want to let in, and be on purpose about this week. So have some fun. Have a great week ahead. We're starting a new month, so that's always fun. Determine, how will I have my best life experience in November? What would have to change? Don't have to change 10 things. Maybe just pick one. I will have my gratitude challenge coming up again this month, the annual gratitude challenge. So maybe you'll decide to be a part of that and play full on this year. More coming next week on that. So enjoy the week ahead, and just be very mindful of your time. No judgment on yourself. Be curious and change one thing. One thing, if you changed one thing, this is my last word for today. For the next year, you just did this one new thing that you're going to change. It would shift so many things. We think that we need to do a complete overhaul. I'm guilty of that. I love the idea of the clean sweep, which is good. It works for some of us, but sometimes it's just this one thing that shifts so many other things. So maybe just think about that. Just do something differently. Take on one little thing. It doesn't have to be big and sweeping. So let me know what you come up with, and I'm behind you 100%. Have a great week ahead. Take care.